Welcome to Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic. Styling for the winter haul. This is this is as bad in other places of the country where, at least in New England, we definitely have seasons because you have spring, screeches to a halt, where you're nice and comfortable in the spring, then suddenly you're half naked, boiling to death in the summer. Summer goes by, screeches to a halt. You go from your bathing suit to footy pajamas. There's like no nice transition into those seasons. You're like boiling, freezing. So I am styling in my lovely footy pajamas that I got from the church. There's a church clothing sale. These had to have been kids, because who's gonna want one? What the hell are these? They're like mutant monkeys. Oh, okay. Never looked at it long enough to look. It's a monkey of some sort with a ice cream on her head. I don't know. Skiing. I think it's a girl monkey in pink skiing somehow. I didn't care. As long as it's keeping my butt warm, I don't care what the hell's on it. So, and this one fits me the best because it fits me in all directions. I have some that are like the feet are way over here. But yes, this is keeping my butt warm. That's why I'm wearing it. As you can hear the heater in the background. Go from hearing the fan to the heater. So, as I'm hyper styling, but at least it matches my hair, hey? I don't know. I think my camera moves and it's like panning, like sometimes I'm over here, sometimes over here. But either way, I'm hoping you get to see my lovely new background. So at least it's not cluttered chaos. I moved that into the hallway. So, I don't know if you can see my lovely desk I got from my friend, who was lovely enough to give it to me. And it's a little writing desk. So the first thing I got to use the desk for was to write a thank you note. So that was really cool. So I feel proud of myself. And it's one of those little fold-down desks. And this I had over on my wall here. As you can tell, I'm an All About Loyalist. And I just taped it on. I wasn't going to glue anything on. And I liked it the way it was. Somebody had painted the poor thing white, and she was going to restore it. I mean, this is me, basically. Functional beauty, I don't know. And I now can have my board, which was just sort of hiding over there. So I can now show things, my goodies from certain different people. Chair, which actually matches the carpet, so when you don't try, you can coordinate. So you'll have at least something a lot less hideous to look at. I can't help it. This is proud. This is what happens when you have coffee. When you're up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, you redecorate. Well, 4 or 5, because 3 a.m. is like my bedtime. So when you get those extra hours. So on to the haul. Now this is over a couple of weeks because I just don't have the time to film a haul. I would like to film a haul, edit, and then post it, like, at least within the same week. But because I have to do it kind of on this computer, which is the only one that kind of does it without it taking 10 million years to edit. And I like my edit program. You'll get... So the hauls you see, like, before this will be, like, months previous, which is kind of annoying. This is why I say there's no continuity. It's just... I film when I can, edit when I can, post when I can. So, someday I hope to have at least enough time, or at least the technological ability to have a portable computer that will edit my videos. That's why you've got the race videos, couple giant hauls after the fact, because my original plan wasn't going to work. So, this is why you get what you get when you get it. Now, on to the first thing. Now this, I consider it a tunic, but I guess it's more of a dress. Because leggings wear with outfits. Thusly. And all the stuff I got was $1. Each piece was $1, which you know by now. And this was neat. I loved it. The only problem is, it's a 2-piece kind of thing, where it's like open in the front, which is fine, but this part, the silky part on the bottom here, won't fit on butt. It will, but it's kind of, you have to be careful to sit down. So what I'm going to do is slit it up the seams and then just sort of have each piece separately, as you know, it'll be slit up the sides basically. So it'll be a lot more comfortable to wear, and since I'm wearing, you know, leggings anyways, you know, no big deal. Even though I might still be able to do that regardless. So it'll be a simple fix. And I don't even have to zip it up the side. No, that wasn't right. I don't have to zip it up the back. I can just put it on. It's big enough to wear as a shirt. And this said 7/8, so I wasn't quite sure if it would fit, but yeah, other than in the booty, it was good. And again, it's from Decked Out, made in the USA. Which is probably why it doesn't fit on my butt, because, you know, all Americans are like, seriously, somebody got to give, where those models come from? Park Row? No. What the hell, they got fashion shows? Park Avenue or something like that, you know, where, you know, you can't tell the men from the women. Ow. I think, was it Paris does the same thing? I don't know. I want to see normal people in these fashion shows. That way you might actually get normal clothing that fits normal people. But, you know, it's a whole separate rant. There we go. And the second thing I got just made me happy, because I had something similar to this in school, and kind of wish I knew what happened to that. That would fit. Oh, it might have still fit. I think we sold it to the tag sale. But then there's a good possibility it's probably still in Mother's house. Probably eaten by rats and bugs and God knows what the hell else. But it was a sweater. And it was 3 stripes. It was kind of like a bulky sweater. Kind of a typical 90s thing. And I don't know. It was just comfy and I liked the look of it. Except you can't have your hair long because it's like Velcro. And then if you pull your hair out, it's like poof. So at least with shorter hair I can get away with the synthetic sweaters now. Which is why I liked the Angoras and the fancy, you know, goat sweaters. There was less electrical charge in them. But this one is petite small. So it's going to be kind of tight, maybe-ish. But since there's a lot of give in a knit, I'm fairly confident I can at least get some part of my appendages in this outfit-ish thing. It's 42% acrylic, 30% nylon, and 28% wool. And it's from Style & Company Petite. Now this is like the second or third thing that's from this company. And I've come across it quite a few times before, but I'm not quite sure where it's out of. I want to say like Sears or something like that. Or Kmart, probably those lines, because I've come across this a few times, but I'm not sure. And it's this, and it just made me happy and it brought back the happy memories of the thing. But this is cool because it's like a tunic again, so I can wear it with leggings, and it's got pockets in it, which is cool. But I don't understand this part. You've got 3 buttons here and a ribbon. Was there a hood at some point? I would think the hood would be kind of wider. And then they're awfully dinky buttons for a hood. I have no idea why this would be on here. If you know, do comment below, because this is totally pointless to me. I don't know. And I like, there's a nice little button on the sleeves, so that's kind of cool. So these might be like, what do they call them, 3/4 sleeves, where they kind of go up. On me, they'd most likely go to the wrist. So this should be a very nice sweater for the upcoming season. In my other sweater, it variegated into the different colors. It wasn't just line, line. It kind of bled into each other, which I kind of liked. And it was, I think it was like a gray or whitish on the top. It was this color, close to it. And then it was like this, with like a variegation yarn, you know, with the multiple colors, and it just sort of bled into it. I like that. So this made me happy. And it's a lot lighter and it looks like it'd be really comfy. And I don't mind that it's got like the pre-used kind of fluffy, been washed thing. I don't care. I kind of like that actually. Running out of room. Okay, we'll just switch. So I like that. So I was happy. And now, I usually bring my camera or a camera with me 90% of the time, but I haven't been doing that lately, and I don't know why. And of course, the one time that would have been a good vlog was this time. I had just gotten these, and I had just tried them on, and then I got like a call, you know, you want to go walking, and so instead of like putting on another pair of pants, having these fit perfectly, I just kept them on. So it was, you know, before I even I usually, like I said before, like to put the stuff that I haven't filmed yet to the side and not wear them and, you know, film them and then I can use them. But this I have worn and washed, and again is now covered again, cat hair. So I had these on, go walking, make it halfway to where we were going, and you hear this, it wasn't even a bark, it was like this dog noise. Like, okay, stood there for a while, not quite sure what was going to happen. It wasn't like, you know, I was like, woof. But we weren't worrying about the dog. There was this woman coming, and it's like a four-way street, just there. We weren't quite sure what the hell this person was doing. But then she figured out what she was doing and left, so it's like, okay, we're there. Walk a little ways down, here's a dog who decides to slobber and jump all over the cat person wearing the brand new jeans that are thus. So like, hey, down dog, finally calms down. We take this dog, or actually the dog sort of takes us, all the way down to the turnaround and back most of the way until the woman who actually owned the dog found him. So we basically take this dog for a walk, and he's wanting to steal Mother's sticks, so we're trying to placate him with other sticks. Perfectly friendly dog, no problem, just wants to slobber and paw all over you, why I just like dogs. And finally the woman shows up to claim said dog. Oh, we're looking all over town for the dog. We were like 20 feet away from the woman's house, standing at the woman's house at one point after this dog barked. They go everywhere but the street. They were down, literally down the street from where this house was. We were there for like an hour walking the dog. We called Frodo because he went there and back again, you know. But the dog's name was Bear. It's like, oh, we were looking all over for him. Down the one street you don't live on. Wouldn't that be the first place you want to look? Especially when this is the route that he walks all the time. I think she's full of hooey, but we walked there again, but didn't see dog, you know, didn't see Bear, hear Bear, so. This is why there's leashes and fences and cats. Anyway, so these are the pants, the quest with the dog I was in. And these, again, are from Style & Company, 10 Petite. And these fit perfect, which was awesome. And these fit like a jegging, which, again, is awesome. And I have a pair from Walmart that looks a lot more like a pair of tights. This is actually like a pair of jeans. My only thing is, at least if you put the back pockets as fake pockets, at least you can utilize the front. But the front are fake pockets, except for this little one right here. It's like, really? But they fit, and I was happy, and they survived the dog, so. Random side story, but that's them. Ugh. Should I just, like, vacuum you and vacuum your hair off because it's always on my clothing? Let's see. That I won't show because it'll be a gift. And I guess I should go this one. Now this was a skirt that I really kind of wanted to wear as a skirt. And it was there for a couple of weeks anyways. And I just sort of liked the style of it because it had like buttons down the side and it was the dark denim that I like. Wouldn't fit on my booty. I mean, if you can't get the waist part at least over halfway up your thighs, it's not gonna fit. It didn't fit, but it was too cute to go back, and I wanted to do something with it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen, the process of me assembling this, and I call it my origami bag. Now, there's no actual cutting involved. The only thing that I cut was with my seam ripper, and that was only to take the zipper out. So I just sort of sewed up where the zipper was in, which I think is this little section right here. And I folded the skirt, so I ended up with the little buttons on the bottom. Wish I kind of showed more, but once there's stuff in there you might. And I folded it in a way where I've got a little pocket here and a bigger pocket here, which was awesome. The first fold, which would be my first Instagram pic, was just sort of like one big fold. It didn't quite work out, so I kind of re-oragami'd the jeans, the skirt, because I knew I wanted to sew the bottom half, obviously. So I kind of put the two pieces where the buttons meet together, and once you did that, it kind of, in a way, kind of folds itself, the way the fabric kind of gathers. So that kind of gave me sort of a hint of where to go. So I didn't come in and it's like, okay, I will origami this in this way and that way. It was like, okay, well, it's kind of bunching in this way. We'll see if I do this. Okay, that works. Well, it's bunching here, so I kind of folded in amongst the bunches. So once I got the folds where I wanted, I just sewed it down to secure the pockets. In the parts that they weren't quite pockets, they were sort of accesses into the major pocket, but I wanted them to actually be standalone pockets. So I just glued sort of random pieces of a pair of jeans that I had used for material, and that kind of blocked it off. So these are separate little pockets. So what's not sewn is actually glued, and I use super fabric adhesive from Eileen's. Wouldn't suggest using the regular Eileen's glue or Elmer's glue, because it ain't gonna work. Fabric glue. Love this stuff. So that's what I secured that, some of the front with, because it just sort of, I secured this down because that wasn't going to work, and, helped it out there. And then I just had the same random piece of pant and made a couple of pockets. So there's like 2 pockets here, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with this long pocket here. So that is my skirt. And I don't know if you've seen this in previous hauls, whether I was wearing it or showing it off. Now this is actually, silver, so I'm like, ooh, I get to use my belt too. So that just worked out as a nice design element. And this was I think it was a belt. It was in Dollar Tree. No, it wasn't. It was a Dollar Tree type thing, but now he's more than $1, which is annoying. So I must have used a piece of it before for something, and this is what was left. So I sewed that on, and I just sewed a zipper. And now I have a one-of-a-kind, actually kind of useful purse. So now I'm going to figure out how to do the pockets and set it up so it'll be awesome for me. I'm rather proud of myself. Won't fit. I will adapt. And I like I mean, this is the color denim I like, the black denim, so yay! So now I'm going to attempt to use it. There. Now, I love these things. Okay, I'm just a sucker for this stuff because, to me, they're beautiful. I found him, and it was $1, and it goes as is. Now, I was just happy that he had his mandible, because usually, if they're as is, you're missing, like, the jaw, which is, But he's got all his parts, but he plugged in to something. Now, I'm not quite sure what a plug like this would connect to, and it's almost like a computer-type plug, or I don't know. I've seen this before, but I'm not quite sure what it's about. And if you look through the hole that your spinal cord would come through, and yes, your skull does have this hole. Again, this is what your brain attaches to your spine, comes out through here. I don't think you can see it, but there's like a gear inside. So, I don't know. I think, however it was plugged in, the jaw must have gone like, or said something. I don't know if there's like a microchip in here. So, I don't know if he even had a body. I don't know. So, I'm not quite sure. But I'm just happy he had all his parts. So, I thought he was very handsome. And he's the perfect size for a skull. This is why in my Instagram from my shopping trip I had a skull in the mug. Bought the mug. Still looking for good skull mugs. Like the one I had first. So I might end up with that skull. But that's why this is the skull I was referring to. So I don't know. You should have a name. I have no name for you. Very pleasant looking face. Much longer face. I don't know. Does anybody think of a name for him? I would appreciate a name. Thank you very much. Now on to the next item. Okay. As we're contemplating his name, I shall show you the last thing in my haul. Now, I was actually looking for this-ish, and just sort of keeping my eyes out, not going, I must find. And I hadn't even gotten to the section that I was actually going to look at this in, because that's the section it would have been in. But this was on the dollar rack, on the end. And New England sucks. New England always sucks, because we don't have a nice simple transition into seasons, which I think I've just got into. We have burn your butt off, freeze your ass off. I don't like freezing my ass off, which is why I'm in footy pajamas. So, I figured, well, if we're going to have to bail out Mother, shoveling her driveway and this, that, and the other thing, I want gear for this. I've got my snow boots, which I got at the Will 2-3 seasons ago. So I'm set there. But I wanted, not an overcoat, over outfit. That extra thing that would be really expensive because they're like ski suits, I guess. Basically, they're snow suits, but they call them ski suits because, adults just don't have snow suits. So, I was looking for that. To find exactly that. On the dollar rack. Ah! And not only that, it is red and black. Really? I figured if I'd find something on the dollar rack, or even in general, that would fit me, it'd be like this. It's red and black. And I couldn't try it on totally, so I don't know if it's going to fit around the waist too tightly. But I could get my arms and the jacket part, and it was kind of long, so it gave me a little hope it might fit around my booty. And it's a freaking dollar. Hey, that's red and black. And it's ski-doo. So it must be a ski outfit. And it comes out of Canada, so that's why everything's in French. But what was inside, or what it tells you it's made out of, looks like it's been cut off, which is really annoying. And I don't think it's anywhere else. I doubt it. Sucks. Nope. And at least print that type of information on a tag just like this. Fine. And doesn't look like there's a hood at any point, which is fine. But then if you're skiing, would your hood just go... Now, it doesn't have super duper pockets. It doesn't have a horizontal pocket. It has a vertical pocket with a horizontal covering here, which is kind of strange, but what the hell do I care? And it's got the pockets underneath here, your standard where you'd put your gloves pockets. And I like the fact that it zips and, let's see how far I zip it up. It zips and snaps. Ooh, it zips all the way up too. Goes up. There we go. So it looks like it's gonna, there we go. Okay. Looks like it's gonna be kind of tight in the waist here. So I might just have to kind of, I can't get into the elastic from the inside, which kind of sucks, so I'll probably have to do that in the front. I don't know, it depends. I don't know. It depends where it falls. So I'm hoping some part of me will fit in here. And it's got kind of an annoying belt here. Oh, yeah, the belt comes right off. And the fact that it's still there. Like, I'm going to need that. Wow. Hey, cool. Random belt I won't need, but I took it off. The fact that it's still there amazes me. And, trying to find the bottom here. There we go. And I like these. I'm assuming that you've got your little snap leg here where your foot comes out, goes inside your boot, and then you have your zip part that must go outside of your boot, which is kind of neat. I like that idea. You would think being a New Englander this would be. But, wow, is there another pocket there? What the hell is this? Oh, no, okay. Oh, well, that's for like really tall boots, I guess, because the zip goes all the way up to your knee practically. Wow. I am not a skier. This has absolutely no meaning to me whatsoever. I hate snow with a passion. So, yeah. So I should attempt to, well, want to experience this? Let's see if it fits. Again, get a good look at my lovely footy pajamas. Okay. Well, they're certainly long enough in the leg. I lost my foot here. Where are you? There we go. I think. Okay, now this is the... Ooh, it's fitting over my butt. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Wow. So this is going to be interesting. Sucking that in. Hey. Wow. Oh my god, this thing fits. Ugh. And it fits pretty good. I thought this would be a lot worse than it was, but it's enough that it's tight, but not like going to rip me in half tight. And again, I have the whole discrepancy with the arms here, so yes, it fits. It fits. It's gonna get my butt warm. It fits. It fits. It's gonna get my butt warm. Yay! So basically, I could just wear like leggings and a t-shirt, or lighter clothing, because I don't know if jeans or something, Is there like, for, if anybody skis, is there a specific outfit that goes underneath this, or you just wear whatever the hell you feel like wearing? I have no idea. I think in the snow clothing of yesteryear, we had our normal clothing underneath. I have no memory of that. I have no idea. Wow. I think it was just regular clothes and you wore it underneath. Because it's like a body jacket, basically. It's red and black for a buck. That is freaking awesome. So now I'll have to find a spot in my closet to hide it. Well, not necessarily hide it, but to put it, because it is a rather large piece of snowy awesomeness. Yeah, the snows in the bits. It's red and black. Give me a moment. Wasn't sure, but it fits. So I don't have to cut, snap, tweak, or do anything. It's freaking awesome. Now I'll have to tell my brother that. It's like, oh, now you can go skiing. You got the gear. Now you try seeing a hobbit ski, really? So thank you for watching my victorious haul. Oh yeah. You know, if all worse comes to worse, I'll just wear a pair of footy pajamas underneath it. I should keep out a pair just to keep with that. Maybe this one, because it's really hard for me to look at, because it's really ugly. I like my skull ones better. Do comment down below if you know anything about ski suits and what you wear with them, or I have no idea. You just kind of used to freezing your butt off in the, New England winters. I just don't know why I have to be in New England. I mean, why put a warm temperature dweller in New England? I'm born in the wrong part of the country. And do subscribe for more mindless rambling. Again, there is always room for one more at the strange and exotic. I shall see you all next time. Bye!